Hey, what's going on, my nail friends? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary Rosie from Mary Rosie Dips. In today's video, we are working on the second part of this custom press-on order that I got from my shop. And I literally am just going to do the exact same thing that you see there on those 5 nails on the top. So these are the base colors that I've already done 2 layers of. And I'm pretty positive that I did 1 layer of gel base, and then I buff and make sure my sides are nice and shaped and crisp. We are using these Sweetie Nail Supply nail art liquids. I am completely obsessed with these. Super duper easy to use for a beginner, for an experienced nail artist. It does not matter who you are. These are very easy to use. So you do have to shake them. They do settle over time, so go ahead and shake them, and this is how you start. And what I'm basically doing for this one is I'm going to try to make like a little outline of a purple butterfly. And all you literally have to do with these art inks, they're very similar to alcohol inks. I guess I would say they fall in the same category, probably even being alcohol inks, except you don't have to take any alcohol or acetone to dilute them or make them look different. What I've learned from watching other artists use these nail art inks is you can change the opacity by either rubbing them in more or putting another layer on top of the same color. Here I'm just making kind of like the bottom outline of a flower sort of, so that I can stamp over it. I've learned that I like to layer things with my nail art, and so by doing this with the art inks, it gives it just a subtle different background for me to do some stamping over it. And I chose to do just plain old white stamping over it. So here you'll see me doing the art inks in purple, in green, this little light kind of minty-ish neon sort of green that matches the color of the polish that I have as a solid nail here on a couple of different nails. This is the creamy art ink color, and it's subtle. It's very subtle, but I love the way that this comes out. Just classic, I think. Anyway, and that's kind of like what I like to go for. So the more layers you put on these, the more they start looking like they have ridges and lines and dimensions, just like when you are working with an alcohol ink and you're moving it around with either alcohol or acetone. You're trying to change the opacities of different areas of your design. And so, like I said, these are easy to use. I use these all the time, and I'm literally just layering just to give it different looks in different colors. And so this nail is going to have multiple little, they kind of look like blobs, but they're technically flowers, because these are easily, if I were to finish those off, you could easily tell that they're flowers, but I'm making them like this as my background for a full nail stamping of flower outlines. And it'll just give different colors to each of the different flowers that are outlined from my stamp. You'll see that here in a little bit. It's actually super pretty type of design. And then these are regular stamping polishes that I am using from Clear Jelly Stamper. The white one, 002, is what I will be using for pretty much the nail stamping design. And I think the green, I just do a couple of little snippets of leaf branches on a few different sides. This is the stamping pad that we're using, again, from Clear Jelly Stamper. And we'll do a stamping of that flower up there on the corner. That's what I'm going to be stamping over that little purple blobbish flower thing that I did on the thumb there. And I always like to go in and clean my plate, either the whole plate or just a small area, part of the plate that I'm going to be working on, and clean that off with 100% acetone. And then we're going to be grabbing one of our Clear Jelly Stamper stamping pads. Not stamping pad, stamper. I have a bazillion of these, a bazillion of the Maniology ones. So this is just the one that I picked up that was next to me. And we are going to be using that 002 white stamping polish. And we will put it on that flower, scrape it across, pick it up and place it right over that purple little blob to make it look just like this. And that little sticky pad on the left hand corner is just to clean off my stamper. I find that those little pads are easiest. Lint brush roller was just not convenient for me personally, but you can do whatever works for you. So there's my picking up of that flower. I clean off that edge to not get that on my nail. And then we are going in straight into the stamping. And we're going to try to place it right over. Yep. And I try to make it positioned exactly the same way as my other one, since I am duplicating the other half of this manicure, of this set of press-ons, I should say. And so right over that purple, it gives it a little bit of a darker background for this flower, and it is not sticking. So I left this in the video. Clearly I waited too long, obviously. I had not made sure my stamper was clean beforehand, and then me fumbling around trying to figure out the direction. Stamping polish dries pretty quickly. So if you're not fast with the scraping, the picking up, and the placing, it won't stick. Unless you have sticky stamping base, like something similar from Maniology, which I do have, but I didn't want to use it typically. I'm just quick with moving it along. And did I get it? Yeah, this one did stick. Okay. Didn't take me as long that time. It really only takes an extra 5 seconds for the polish to dry and not come off of your stamper. So that's what happened, but I left it there so you can see I don't get every stamp perfect the first time. And sometimes it takes several tries, but I just love the way that stamping looks. So I always give it 2-3 tries. If I'm having a hard time, maybe I'll start doing something else and then go back to it, just because I love the beautiful look of the end result. And then we're using this stamping plate from MoYou London from the Noel collection. This is actually a Christmas stamping plate, but look at all the little branches and leaves that it's got. I mean, they're just perfect for all year round. So again, I am using the white from Clear Jelly Stamper. Lift it up, pick up, and I am putting it right over that bit of green that I had put. So now you have white again over the green that I had put from the inks from the art inks, and I think that it gives it a super cute little look. So here I am just taking out the excess off my plate. Yes, it looks dirty, and I don't know why I didn't finish cleaning the rest of it, but either way, I do fully clean them before I put them away. And here, this is the part that I am going to use to do the full nail from the Maniology plate. I think I was trying to figure out which specific butterfly it was that I had used, and there it went. That's the only downside of doing like the 5 nails of a set and then going back to record the other part, is trying to remember exactly which stamp area I had used, because I don't put the stuff away until I'm done with it. So like I had it all in a little basket so I could recreate the other half of this set for a video. So I found the butterfly. Again, it is going to be in that white stamping polish, keeping it real simple. The background of the butterfly is purple because we free painted it with the art ink, so that was easy, and it sits right there. Easy enough to try to do something like this, I think. And it honestly, it looks like it's hand painted, and I just think that it looks so cute and sweet. So that's how I did that art. And then for this part, instead of freehanding alcohol inks and then stamping with white on top, I decided to add some of that bright green stamping polish to create some little florals. And here we are. We just picked up a couple of different ones. One from this plate, one from, I think, the MoYou London plate, maybe. Or maybe not. I just did 2 of the same ones in a couple of different directions. And these ones are actually green. So that's how I did that part. Here we go. And then we've got Greenery from the MoYou London Christmas plate. And you know, one thing I don't like is white stamping polish never cleans off good. I don't know why. Not the first time, not in between stamping. I only get it cleaned good off of a plate if I'm on like my last clean of it, and can scrub it good. But it doesn't ruin that one leaf that I'm going for, leaf design there. So I picked that up. Whoops, don't tip over your polishes. And whoops, don't tip over your polishes. It's got a couple of little kind of berries on it. So that's the one that I am going to pick up. And I'm just trying to get the placement the same as the other nail. And there it is. And so, again, you get a different little bit of an effect versus doing the art ink and then stamping over it in white. You're just stamping over with a color on this one, just to break it up and make it look a little bit different. But that's what that nail looks like. And then for this nail, this is the one that I kind of made all the little blobs to make them sort of flower shaped in the different colors. And here I'm going to take this entire outline of the flowers, and it's really the third layer of these flowers, or the second layer, I think. Like I said, just the outline. I am going to take the whole thing and place it right over the nail, and it'll kind of give the effect of different flowers in different areas, just kind of all over each other, stacked up. Because the background is multicolored, it makes it look multidimensional in my opinion. And so that's how easy it is to do this type of art. I really, really, really like doing this for press-ons. This one little spot on the bigger flower on the thumb, I did decide to go in with some art ink on the middle of the big flower and just add a little green dot, I guess, to make it look just a little bit different. And then you'll see me add just a tiny bit more because I wanted to have that watercolor sort of effect. So once it starts drying and you add another layer, there's going to be a little bit of an outline there that makes it look different. So again, painted. It makes it look sort of painted on, which is what I was going for. There you go. A couple of little darker areas is what it is. And then we'll just let that dry. And then I will do some top coat coming up. And I am loving the DeLorean Nails Embedding Gel. I use this, oh gosh, on everything. So I use it to encapsulate any type of design that I do on my press-ons. It has the consistency of rubber gel or like a thinner builder gel, but it protects, it makes it stronger, and it does not contaminate or rub off or anything like that when I am putting it on top of my designs. So I'll use this for glitters, painting, stickers, gel art, obviously stamping art. It is very convenient and works great. And so we'll just do one layer of that on all the nails. And then I did decide to go in with a matte top coat. So again, we're going with DeLauren Nails matte top coat. Super duper gorgeous. We're going to be applying it over that embedding gel in a nice thin layer. And then we're going to let that sit for a few seconds just to make sure that it has settled in all the right places. And we'll make sure that there's not any little spots or anything like that, because this is our top coat. So anything that is imperfect will show up on a matte top coat. So you want to make sure everything is nice and even. So we'll just apply it to all the nails. And just like that, we've got us a press-on set order completed. Look how beautiful these look. Nice, matte, no streaks. Classy, soft little design, which I absolutely love this color combination that my customer picked. Ugh, super duper cute. Would you wear these? I definitely would. And here's my final picture. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys later. Bye.